This quick start guide document will walk you through how to mount a frame grabber on a PCI bus lane, connect Quack Express cable to the frame grabber, to the camera, and save image to local drive. This is a quad frame grabber, a 4-channel quad frame grabber. To mount a quad frame grabber, you need at least 4 PCI bus lane or above. Mount the frame grabber safely on the PCI bus drive. Once you mount the frame grabber, connect the auxiliary power supply. The auxiliary power supply can be different based on what the manufacturer are and on which version of the frame grabber you're using. Once you're done with the wiring, the next step is wire the Quack Express cable to the frame grabber and the camera. The connection is sequential. Make sure you wire them sequentially. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4 on the frame grabber should be connected to channel 1, 2, 3, 4 on the camera. This is a Phantom S200 1.2 megapixel high-speed machine vision camera. Has a 4-channel and also will be powered up through the Quack Express cable. The frame grabber is responsible for powering up the camera. If the connection is successful, you will see green light. Otherwise, the camera won't be powered up. The green light should be stable. If the primary channel, channel 1, is disconnected, you'll see a blinking light on the frame grabber side. Otherwise, you should be able to see a stable green light. The next step is connect the GPIO cable to the camera. The GPIO cable will allow you to trigger camera externally for high-speed applications. On the other side of the GPIO cable, there is a BNC connector where you connect the GPIO cable to trigger source or a MEM gate or iRig or whatever the case might be. The next step is download the GenieCam browser that will help you to configure the camera through the frame grabber. The frame grabber is responsible for configuring the camera. We'll be using BitFlow and EuroAssist for this demo. If you go to bitflow.com, download SDK 6.4. Once you download and install, just go to BitFlow on the start menu. Just go to Xamarin Gentile Consumer. Open up Gentile Consumer, click on Camera Feature Setup, and then go ahead and configure the camera to your preferred configuration, resolution, speed, exposure time, and so on and so forth. This GenieCam browser will allow you to save individual images to local drive. It doesn't allow you to save continuously, or it doesn't allow you to process image here on the GenieCam. It just will help you to configure. Once you're done with the configuration, click on stream menu. It will show you live stream image. At the bottom right, you'll see the FPS and the bit depth of the camera. If you want to pick up a speed, you can window down the horizontal and vertical resolution. For this demo, we will do 128 width with 128 height resolution, and we will be streaming 12,000 frames per second. Notice when you increase your FPS, your exposure will go down. It's very intuitive. At the bottom right again, you'll see the FPS is 12,000 bitdebs 8. That's for the bit float. The next one is Eurosys. If you're using Eurosys frame grabber, just go to eurosys.com, download and Quarks series, and select the operating system. Once you select the operating system, go to eGrabber for Quarks link and download the drive. Depending on which frame grabber you're using, it might be different the driver. However, for this purpose, we're using a 4-channel quad frame grabber. Download the drive and install. You might need to sign up to download the drive. Once you're done with the download and install, just go to Start menu, Eurosys eGrabber, GeneCam browser. If you click on GeneCam browser, the browser will pop up. Just go to the camera, click on the camera, and proceed with your configuration. The most essential configurations are the bit depth resolution, exposure time, and assigning GPIO input output. Once you're done with the configuration, click on Start Stream, and you should be able to see a live image. You can play with your configuration until you're satisfied with the quality of image. Again, GeneCam browser will allow you to save image to local drive, but doesn't allow you to process image on the fly. You have to write another application to do that. So assign your folder and save image. Check the image you saved as what you're looking for. Check the timestamp. Let's just open up the image to make sure the image we saved is the image streaming. And also, GeneCam browser will allow you to configure GPIO pins. If you go to the trigger source, and first, we highly recommend you go through and read the quick start guide document that would outline what is available for a general purpose input output, and you can assign those pins accordingly. And now this is how you configure Phantom S200 high-speed image vision camera using a quad frame grabber and save images to your local drive. At the end, there is an LED light indicator that will help you to troubleshoot your connection. This LED is written by Japan Industrial Imaging Association. It's a governing body for Quarks Express machine vision cameras. Go through the documents and read for your own information.